Okay, so we're going to start a tour actually from the furthest end of the layout. The end of the layout. This is actually where you walk into the layout room, my studio, bedroom, all in one. Right here you have Rowan Barsky Salvage, basically my scrap metal business. Behind it is Paxton Marine. Basically, they do make wind scoops, compasses, bumpers, whatever. It was named for my grandfather, who was an avid sailor. So that's him. So, and he actually started a business back in the late 70s making wind scoops, but it really didn't take off because it was about the time that air conditioners were being available for sailboats and whatnot. So, yeah, but in my world, it took off. So, anyway, so right here is my Herzog spur. Basically, this is where loads of sand and rock come in and gets unloaded on the dump trucks. I have another one here. This is Pat's Fabrics and Textiles. Only one door is open, but yeah. And by the way, you'll notice that the scenery is not complete in certain areas. Like, you may think it's complete here, but I've got so much details to do, it's not even funny. Like, for example, I got to finish painting that. It looks great over here, but over here it's not been done yet. So, and by the way, those lights do work at night or whenever I plug in, and I have little lights for the billboard. Same thing with these street lights. So this is Vicky G Avenue, by the way. So, and yes, like I said, and also as well, I still got to go back and fix that part of the road. But who knows when I get around to it. Anyway, then we have Hardy Medical. It doesn't really get deliveries. I'm not even sure what to do about that right there. It's kind of irking me, but whatever. Then we have Wolf Enterprises. Who knows what they do? I have no clue. They just get box cars, and that's about it. Next to it is Judd Cycles. They basically make bicycles, so they also just get a box car in, as in they mainly just bring in parts and whatnot, packing material. All their final bicycles go out by truck. So here is my bruisers. You pull it, basically, junk cars, you go in, you say, hey, I need that part, here, let me pull it, So, yeah. And again, like I said, there's a lot of details I still got to do left. So, for the shed cycles keeps going all the way about there. I got a Shell gas station there. It needs a lot of work. I haven't done that. Hardware store, whatever. So, what happens is that the trains will come in this way on the branch and go that way. I've completely redone over there. I was going to have a food distributor, but I think I'm going to make a big lumber yard over there. Yeah. So anyway, this is basically South Carolyn Street. This is John Wilbur Avenue or something like that. Not quite sure. My little 24 Quickie Mart. I want to get a 3D print of Beavis and Butthead sitting in the front drinking their Slurpees, but I'm trying to find somebody who'll do that. So I have a swing gate that go here, right here, but it's not level right. At some point in time in the near future, I got to get it level because it's too low. So, but eventually this will cross the Emerald River, and next to it will be a road bridge as well. I'm actually going to have a road bridge coming from right next to where Gawd I Music is. Just go over, and it's going to come over, is go over this way, and it will go over all the way to the end of the yard over there. So as we come over here, and like I said, there is so much I've yet to do, but you know, it is what it is. This church actually belongs over here. I was just right there. Should go there. Anyway, so basically, this is my Cleveland Templin Cookie Company, which is right here. When the trains come in over here, I've got a Y, and I have an insulator right here. I have one of those things that reverses the polarities on Y. I gotta go back and really study how to install it, because I want to be able to do this right. So that train can go either way, either that way or either this way into McCullough Yard. We're going to start going this way, and I'll get back to over here. It's basically McCullough Yard. It's got 4 tracks. It used to be a lot bigger, but the railroad downsized. A lot of industries over the years, have ceased and using rail service. But a rail museum is over here. This is the East Tennessee Rail Museum, something like that. Basically, that's where I keep all my older stock and stuff. And anyway, so that's the museum, car shop, engine shop, whatnot. Yeah, so more details working on this thing of a single wide trailer. Got some handmade signs, whatnot. Starting to put wire up on the telephone lines here, power lines. I have these old style power poles, but they're abandoned, but they're still there. So anyway, this is the third of these 2 houses will not be there. They're going to be up there in Allison Hills. Anyway, I digress. This is the throat of McCullough Yard. This track, which is going to have to be readjusted, is for the interchange with Norfolk Southern. Since I'm on the north side of the Tennessee River, this is the side that Norfolk Southern's on. And in a minute, we'll cross the main line. But as you can see, I've got to readjust. I had tracks completely different configuration, but it wasn't working right. So over the past week, I've been fixing stuff and whatnot. So this switch will be here to go to basically the interchange with Norfolk Southern. And as we go down here, this is the crossing with the Norfolk Southern main. Norfolk Southern main won't be powered. It'll just be for display. It's not going anywhere. Now, I did have at one point in time a switch right there, but trains kept derailing on that switch. So I decided to take it out. Now, remember I said I was going to have my lumber yard over there? Well, this was originally going to be the lumber yard right here. But since I'm moving the lumber yard, I get more space to do more of my city. I'm going to have a big strip mall over here called Two Kelly's Mall. It's because it's on the corner of Kelly Emerson Avenue and Kelly McCall Street. So, which will be here somewhere. Maybe go a little further, but yeah. So as we go down, we get to my street running scene, which I was having a lot of problems with because I just haphazardly put my streets together and didn't really pay attention. So I'm having to go back and fix problems, but that's a part of modeling, We all can't be like Jason Jensen, who's perfect with everything, or Dave Meeks. I love those 2 guys. I love their work, but I digress. So yeah, this is basically downtown Port Josephine. Got the Chinese restaurant. Kind of like a hardware store, art gallery kind of place. I got a dog pet store, Granny Ruth's Country Kitchen. in honor of my grand. Crane Brothers Cafe. If anybody gets that joke, let me know. Village Pizza, music store, and I think that's an antique shop. I think I did. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a church here, the fire station. Actually, the fire station is going to go here onto that. Anyway, over here is Sarah's garage in honor of Sarah Camerad. And then there she is right there. Should be a car right there, but I have to move it because I have to really clean this area and I didn't want to accidentally vacuum up the car. Anyway, and her other building in the back there, and a little house here, which is going to be a doctor's office. I'm not quite sure what kind of doctor yet. But anyway, so as we go into the closet, this is going to go this way, and it goes up, and it's going to go over. There's going to be either a big creek, or it's going to go over a road. I'm not sure. It's going to go down here. Now here, the track on the outside will just loop back around, and will eventually go back over to the yard. The switch that on the track right here is going to go into my staging yard, which you'll see in a second, which I just started. I don't have enough track. The switch right here will be to the rest of the world. The idea will be the trains come in this way, come out, and go switch the industry. So this is basically the beginning of Stevens Gap Spur. So don't mind the in-scale stuff. I'm gonna put a second level up for my in-scale just in the closet. So anyway, so the track's coming around this way. This is gonna be my staging yard. So basically my staging yard is gonna be code 100. I'm using for the rest of the layout code 83. So basically this is where I get to store all my trains when I'm not running. I'm even going to build some drawers on the bottom to start storing cars if, I don't want to run them for a while. So now anyway, so what I'm going to do is I already started poking holes in my wall, but the outside loop track will come out this way. Yes, that's not big enough. Don't worry, it'll be big enough. And it'll come out here. And hey, there's a puppy. Hey, Bruiser. What you doing, Bruiser? You be good boys. You say hi. Yeah. Anyway, so it'll come across this way, and it will come right here to the other side of the yard. Now, technically, this is modeling. In the real world, this would have gone, I don't know where this will go, but, it's supposed to be where the trains start coming off in here, and will only, if I'm in op section, go this way. This is only for if I want to make trains just run in a loop while I'm doing other stuff or whatnot. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm sure there's more I gotta say, and I'll think of it later, but at least you'll get the overall view. So in that section of the video, which I've already taken already, is you'll see that train right there, the 153 with its train. It was over here, and you'll see it watching go from here all the way down and around. So anyway, yes, that's about it. It's got a lot of work to do on it left, but hey, that's a part of modeling. So anyway, that's about it. Happy model railroading. Peace out. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And leave a comment, please. Thank you.